The mics are blood clot open. Check.
Select accent for the podcast.
Calvin always late. This has got to be the first time in a long time. Have we ever done this? Where we start a podcast where we left off the other one?
Yeah, not really.
All right, this is episode... What episode is this? And this, and by the way, this edition of the Mics Open has started off with the most random way ever. What episode are we at?
74.
74.
Let me confirm that. Let me confirm that real quick. I don't think
no one cares anyway.
74.
74.
Yeah.
Episode 74. My name is G Money.
I'm Ashley.
Andy Young.
And Big C.
Hey, hold on. Let me hear you say that again. I got to put on the headphones to hear you say that, man. Let me hear you say that.
Who?
Ashley.
Oh, and your lovely guest.
Ashley.
The only female who has been on the mics. I have to stretch out myself. Okay, I'm
Wow.
Ashley.
God.
Wow. You're making us sound mad sexist.
No. Actually, you and Kadzo have been on the podcast previously.
Yeah, but
on call.
Kadzo no cool. She
Yeah.
was here when
Both of them on a call, actually.
Oh yeah, but Kadzo was here when Rabbit was here.
Oh.
Episode 4.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, remember that day, yeah?
The episode the guys hated.
Huh? Yeah.
The episode the guys hated.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
understand.
Oh, you got
Wow.
balls now.
Understand.
Fam, you know, by the way, let me tell you, the reason why we don't usually have guests on the podcast is because the feedback that we got from episode 4 almost stopped the mics are open. Let me tell you, the mics were almost closed at episode 4. The feedback was mad. Guys were like,
No.
we don't want no guests on the podcast. Keep that shit for your radio show.
No, but I think what was different was the fact that this was a musician.
Right.
And it was different. But remember when Barry came on, guys actually liked it.
Yeah, but that's because by then we'd learn how to have guests.
We learned our lessons, bro.
Yeah.
By then we'd learn how to have guests, man.
Yeah, man.
So what's good, guys?
How's your week's been?
Yo. Can we go straight to the topic? I've been raring to go.
PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Okay.
So we spoke about PlayStation 5 on the Monday
Previous
Minisode.
episode, yeah.
And I'm of one opinion. Calvin's of a similar opinion. Andy's of a completely different opinion.
Yeah.
So we brought Ashley in to break the deadlock. And
Right.
obviously she can hang out for the rest of the podcast as well.
Wow.
But I don't think Ashley is your typical chick.
I don't think I am.
She's the mandem. She's over
I
the
really
boys.
am, Mandem.
Ashley is mandem. Like, she is... How would I say this? She's perfect.
Do you remember when Z was giving scripts
she is
for
so.
saying that Cardi B is an amazing artist? Do you remember that? He was telling us not to use big words when we were talking about Cardi B, just
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So do you have an issue? Do you have an issue with
to
me
Beyonce?
saying...
Let me
Do
even.
you know what's happening? Do you have an issue with me saying Ashley's perfect?
Now, no, you're acting all sweet and everything
No,
because
no,
Ashley's
no,
on the
listen.
podcast.
Because
That's
it's
my
me.
point.
No.
That's my
I'm
point.
asking the question.
She's the
I'm asking.
ODB, but all no, I'm sweet. Ashley is amazing and all
No,
that.
no, I'm asking.
on.
No, wait. We need to clear this up. I said Ashley's perfect, and I can explain why I said that.
Okay.
But I want before I explain, I want to ask you: do you have a problem with me saying that?
Nah.
So what was all that about?
Look him in the eye.
Look me in my eye, motherfucker. Tell me you don't have a problem
Say
with
it
me saying
with your
that.
chest.
With your,
Say it.
Say it with your mics are open, branded podcast chest.
You know what? Yeah. Yeah.
By the way,
I have a problem. Not that you're not amazing.
No.
Not that you're not amazing. You're
He said
amazing.
perfect.
Perfect. He said perfect.
but
Okay,
you know why I say she's perfect?
Why?
Let me tell you why Ashley's perfect. She is so comfortable in her skin. Like,
Oh, fuck.
as in, no, for real. In all the years, it's been a year. In the year that we've known Ashley, bruh. And apart from when she's maybe ill or she's not feeling well, she's never had I've never seen her have a typical office bad day.
Oh, you're
Oh,
lucky.
you have
You're
not
lucky.
seen it.
You're lucky.
Look at this.
No, but it's-
so there I go give her a prop.
7 months.
There I go give her a prop.
No, I'll say this. I've never actually had a bad office day other than this year. And it was not even a day. It was like 2 weeks.
That's the thing. She
Jesus
doesn't have
Christ.
a bad day. If it's bad, it's weeks, bro. You just have
Anyway,
to bear
I
with
think
her.
I think she's perfect. I think she's
Thank
perfect.
you, G. I appreciate you. I appreciate
Thank you, Ashley,
that.
for coming on the podcast
To talk about PlayStation.
PlayStation 5. It was actually so. Backstory is this. So we spoke about the PlayStation situation on the podcast. We've gotten a lot of feedback on that. Crazy thing is, it's actually a conversation that's been had globally. Because I've been listening and watching other podcasts which are actually having the same conversation. Guys were like, "What? What's this whole thing?" And people have asked me. And shout out to Venant as well, who's gotten massive feedback as well.
Right.
So, Ash, would you buy a homie a PlayStation 5?
I can I answer for you? Because I know. No, I know what she's gonna say.
No, wait. I want to hear it.
Do you know
I
what she's
want to
gonna
hear
say?
I
it.
know what she's gonna
Okay,
say.
say it.
Say
She's
it.
gonna say yes.
Yes and no. So I'll probably buy Andy a PS5.
Oh,
I really will. I really will.
Wow.
But just a guy that I'm fucking, like, you're probably sharing your dick with
you heard
other
what she
people.
said. Wait, pull up. Just the guy that you're fucking?
No.
I didn't hear that from innocent Ashley. my ears have a noise gate because in my mind she's perfect.
So you'd buy a homie in the friend zone?
Mad. I will
Really?
actually buy it for them. My best friend is called PJ. I will hands down buy it for him. I'll buy it for you too, G. Because, jeez.
I don't want
Jeez,
it.
G.
Did I want to be in the
No,
friend
I
zone?
don't want it. I don't want it.
Is that
Wait
the
a minute,
problem?
wait a minute.
It's not where I belong, bro.
Wait a goddamn minute. And remember, I interviewed you at work. Give me my position. No, wait. Stop. I have a problem there. I have a problem there. Wait a minute. You'd buy the man them in your friend zone a PS5.
Yes.
But you wouldn't buy your man a PS5.
No. First, I need to find a man first.
All right, so
Put it out there.
Promo.
You?
Put it out
Okay,
there.
great.
Yeah.
I need a man. I'm 5'6".
no, they can see you, girl.
They can see.
They can see you, girl.
I like the fact that you said you'd actually, the difference of who you'd buy what and what.
Yeah.
Now, we had this conversation with Kadzo a while back, but I want to now ask you, since you're here, would you let a man buy you a sex toy?
Yeah, definitely. I've had a man buy me a sex toy.
What the fuck is this?
No, because this is the thing.
I'm trying to equate something.
For some people, PlayStation 5 is a sex toy.
Yeah, exactly.
get
You never know.
We're having
talking
sex, it's a toy. You can buy me
toy.
that kind of sex toy.
But it's interesting that you say that because a lot of people, I think it's a joke to some guys, and to some guys it's also not a joke. Guys would actually like to get bought a PlayStation, but I refused and said, because women, your kind, which we love, normally tend to have this thing where they get their shit back after guys are broken up. Have you taken your things after you've been with the homie but your girls, some of them have taken?
Yeah.
So explain to us, what's the mentality behind that?
Honestly, I can't talk for other women.
Yeah.
Or for women in general.
No, you need to say, I can't talk for other women because I'm man them. But God.
But I personally don't see the need for you to give it back to me. Unless it's like a hoodie that I really like and we're returning each other's
wait.
goods.
Now that you mentioned hoodies, like the mics are open hoodies?
If I'm getting one, sure.
Sure, okay.
But you're never getting it back.
Put it out there. Just put it out there.
But I will never ask if you've been staying over at my place and you've left a couple of clothes. Well and good, I have to give them back to you when it's over because you're not going to be coming back to my house anyway. But if it's like a gift,
yeah.
it's have it. I bought it for you. What need do I have?
Same as the friend zone.
That's why.
Same as a friend
when
zone.
I started this shit, I said, Ash is perfect. Y'all were giving me stress. That's the way it should be, but unfortunately, that's not the way it is.
True.
You see what I'm trying to say? And the argument or the opinion that I hold and Calvin holds, and I think maybe it might be based upon maybe experience, is
Maybe.
it might be based upon experience. Like, I just think that coming back for shit that you bought someone is you can't get more fouler than that.
It's very petty. It's
very
very
bad-minded.
low. Yeah.
Oh, the best thing about doing this podcast is the times I go down memory lane. So the other day I told you guys about Athi River and the speakers.
Yeah.
So anyway, years ago, I used to see this chick, right? And whenever I'd go to her house, again, there was no music.
Right.
This is
Problem number one with your selection.
a true story.
This is a recurrent feature, but go on.
Brand.
There was actually no new music. There was no music. But at that point, I bought a new sound system. And the sound system that I had previously was a hand-me-down. Shout out to my uncle, Arthur, who'd had it bought for him by his dad, right? So it was one of those things, family kind of. So anyway, so the main, you remember the CD changers and all of that?
Yes.
So the speakers were now separate and the speakers were intact and they were working. So what I did is I got what would I call it? A separate set that you can connect the speakers to,
yeah.
Right? So I brought them to this shorty. Oh, she was amazed. She's
Also, you carry the speakers. You don't carry the whole thing.
No, I carried. I bought the whole separate thing.
Okay.
So cool, because I wanted to enjoy music and all of that. So anyway, cool. You know, life goes on how it goes, right? And we amicably, call it quits, right? And all I remember was wanting to ask her, yo, could you keep the receiver, but send me the speakers? Because the speakers were so good. But I was just like,
So you let them be?
It's not because it was out of ill will that I wanted them back. It's just, I felt like there was some sort of attachment.
Did you give it to her or did you lend it to her?
Or did you just go with them there so that you can enjoy?
So that you can help the situation.
I don't remember.
Bro,
It was a long time ago. I might have been in my feelings.
no, it's...
So did you collect?
No, I didn't. I just thought about it in my head. Then I was just like, you know what, fuck it.
Fam.
Let me move
You
on.
still feel it?
For the
No, it's just the speakers were really
Yeah,
good.
feels it.
shout going out for the people who listen to us on Castbox.
Yeah.
Shouting out to people who listen to us on SoundCloud, because those two platforms give you an easy way to write your comments.
Yeah.
Shouting out to people on Apple as well. You can write your comments. I want to hear from you. Personally, where's my camera? Which one is me? This is one. Hey.
The sauce is... Oh my God, here we go.
Put my camera, yo.
Here we go.
And if you're listening on the audio podcast, basically I've just hugged Ash. I want to ask a question. When you get given a gift, when you're given a gift by a significant other, should they be able to come and take it back once you break up? You can go, Okay. Yeah, cool.
I was
So,
there
yeah.
for theatrics.
Yeah.
Are we done
Were
with
you
that?
opening your shirt?
No. Oh, you wish.
Wow.
I don't have buttons.
She's adjusting.
Unfortunately.
She's adjusting something there.
I was about
Don't
to
act
say
like you never noticed.
No, I was thinking.
Why are you looking? I'm not the one who asked you, bro.
I was about to say
you who
something.
asked you.
know it's
I was about
adjusting.
to say something.
What you gonna
but recently I've I've been talking to people and I've realized that some statements you make could sound a bit sexist. So I didn't say it.
Right.
Say it.
Okay, you personally or the podcast?
No, just generally. Because you see, the interesting thing about the podcast is we have both male and female listeners.
Right.
You get?
No.
So at times you have to be a bit, before it's on Twitter, then oh my God, the mics are, oh, thank you. But that's actually very nice. The first guest we've had is actually a lady.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Wait,
you people who
pause.
watch. Yes.
Pause. Perfect segue. So today I was in the gym because the COVID body has to go.
I feel you,
December
honestly.
past
By the
approach.
way, hold
I
up.
feel
Before you say
Somebody.
that, I've been milling around thinking, how comes we're the only ones wearing mics are open t-shirts?
Well, we'll get to the mics are open t-shirts that are going to be available at the merchandise
No,
store.
but
next week.
wait.
It's a
Was
setup.
there not a size for you?
Now, let me tell you. And Venom, who's in the building today, can attest. The merchandise guy came here yesterday, right? The merchandise guy came here yesterday and he told me he delivered your t-shirt and Andy's t-shirt. Venom, am I lying? If I'm lying, you tell me, yeah? He said, okay, shall I make a hoodie for you? Right?
Like for Z
a
or
mics
for
are open
us?
hoodie, right?
Yeah.
Wait. Venom, what did I say? I said, right, it won't look good for me to be wearing a hoodie for the mics are open and you guys to be rocking t-shirts. You get me?
Yeah.
Because I'm self-aware that you lot might be some bitches in the quiet.
Because
On the low.
I frankly feel like, you know what? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable.
these guys-
I'm looking like a model. You know what I mean? Like out here looking like
Unfed minions, bro.
like unfed.
We look like
What
minions.
the fuck is this shit?
Man's in a hoodie and wearing t-shirts.
Is yours labeled?
What's fucking pissing about this whole situation is how when I asked him before the podcast, yo, so you're not going to wear a t-shirt? Did you hear that line?
What did he say?
So fucking effortless. Oh, I forgot to order. Forgot to order.
Listen, as Joe Budden always says, two things can be right at the same time.
Yeah.
I actually ordered a t-shirt for you. Ask Malik. I ordered t-shirts for you and Andy. And it's only yesterday when the guy came, I was like, shit, I didn't know. Didn't I say? I said to him, I haven't ordered a t-shirt for myself. And that's when he said that he'll bring the hoodie.
But the podcast has 3 people. You know
But
what I'm saying?
Why would you order for 2
Exactly.
and there's 3 people on the
Can I
podcast?
explain myself? Can I explain myself? Thank you. Can I explain myself?
Go ahead.
We are in Nairobi, Kenya. It's actually not a cold day today, right?
No.
I already knew I was gonna wear the Good Company branded hoodie on the podcast.
Yeah, minions. Us. Yes. Minions.
So basically, now to go back before we talk about merchandise, because everyone's asking about the Mics Are Open t-shirts, the hoodies, the flask and everything. And if you're listening to this podcast today, before I move from merchandise, you are going to support us.
Hey, we're going back there, yeah.
You who's laughing on the matatu right now, you who's in your office, you who's at home, whatever, I don't care when you're listening, and I'm pointing when I'm saying this, you are going to support us.
I'm doing it for
you
him.
are going to support. You don't have a choice. You're going to support us.
Yeah, man.
Right.
And shout out to everybody who's already willing.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot.
They should be out and available next week.
Yeah.
Now can we go back to the podcast? Now, so you said that we have a lot of women listeners, right?
Yeah.
And I always say it's the cool women who listen to the podcast who know what going on.
Yeah.
Today we were in the gym, myself and Venant, and Venant takes care of our social media for the podcast, right?
Big up Venant, man.
Does a really good job, right?
Yeah.
Venant said to me, by the way, G, don't tell Calvin. And he actually, I don't know why he said don't tell Calvin, but he said don't tell Calvin. But in the DMs of the Mics Are Open podcast, it's bare chicks. I don't know why. Why didn't you want to tell Calvin? Like, huh?
This nigga.
Anyway, forget it. I don't know why.
Man specified don't tell
Man
Calvin.
said don't tell Calvin,
but
right?
there's bare gal them in the
Because
DMs.
I think because he figured more or less Calvin would be like, so let me start helping with social media.
Yo, make me look back. You know, the other day, speaking about that, let me tell you, Venant, again, who handles our social media, has a very interesting take on me. I've actually come to realize that. The other day, he posted up an Instagram post, and was like, you should lock in to the podcast and hear about Calvin's weekend with the police. Bro, how'd you phrase it? Because I sent him a message. I was like, fam, you gotta realize, like, I'm out here, I'm a businessman and I do things. You just can't be out here saying with the police, like, what the fuck?
No, that's a good hook.
No,
because that's a story.
The guy sent me a message, he's like, yo, but you know, I was like, listen, I don't hang with the police. Street cred. Like, Venom, the man,
street cred.
I called
No, he's
him.
got street cred.
I sent him a message. I was like, change that shit. Instant.
Wow.
I was like,
Why?
No, I actually have to look for it. I sent, let me
But
read
your
it to
story
you.
coincides with the
But
title,
fam,
bro.
listen.
let me
on
get
the
it.
podcast, the only person who's had numerous police entanglements is
It's
you.
you, bro.
Yo,
There's nothing wrong with that, bro.
let me read it. What was it? It said, the mics are open. It said, did you hear about at Calvin's story about how he had a blast at the police station last weekend?
There's nothing
What's
wrong
wrong with
No,
that?
But you said on the podcast that you had a
You know,
blast
when
at the
you
police
paint it
station.
like that, it's like I was just out there, like, you know,
Having the time of your
having
life.
the-
But that's what you said.
No, as in,
Snooker table,
no, there was-
this.
Yeah.
What?
You said it.
I
And you were
was not
surprised
even
that you
fine,
actually
guy.
had a good
Fam,
time.
No, what happened? It was a long story. Guys, go back and listen to the podcast. But what I said is, the perception that people have with the cops is you will always have a bad run-in with them. I went to a police station and I was sitting there trying to get a police insurance abstract written.
We
right?
don't want to see. Now you're talking
Right?
about the police again.
No, but what I'm saying is this.
We don't
They
care.
were actually super nice. And how many times have you been to a police station and they actually tell you, so they ask you, who's your insurance provider? And this guy tells me, boss, I don't remember who provides my insurance because I have 6 cars. And I'm looking at him like,
What does that have to do with anything,
Right.
bro?
So on the podcast for the
Saving
third time,
face. God
Calvin has another police story. But Venom, don't ever mention it, yeah? Right. So we were in the gym this morning, and Venom says to me, don't tell Calvin, but there are so many chicks on the DMs of the podcast, and you guys have got more women listeners than you think, right?
Right.
Shout out to all of the gallem.
Big up.
So it made me think while I was in the gym. If
Well, you're slaving
we have,
away, yeah?
while I'm slaving away, if we have more women listeners, we need to make some content that might make women laugh at us even more.
Okay.
So I want to ask you lot a question, and I'll ask Ash a similar question, right? If you were a girl, what's the first thing you would do? And you, actually, if you were a man, what's the first thing you would do? One thing, not 10 things, just one thing. If you were a girl.
Andy, you're halfway there.
Oh, wow. Had your mouth there.
That's foul.
What's that
That's
supposed
so
to mean?
wrong.
I'm halfway
That's foul.
there. What's that supposed to mean?
No
he
ways.
only pierced his nose,
No,
bro.
it was not it was not in reference to UPS in your thingy. Just
It was in reference to
no,
what?
no. When I say thingy, I mean your nose, right? Okay. So,
What's the first thing? What's
Leave
the
this
first?
guy
Come on,
alone.
come on.
wow. So, boom, magic wand.
You wake up tomorrow, you're a girl.
Is it that hard?
No, I'd probably like just
Pause.
I'd go out on a date and get some free food.
Day and free food. Okay.
some nonsense,
So
bro.
Andy,
No, because I've touched boobs before.
Okay.
The only thing you
Do
could
you
think
know
of.
how it feels?
but have you
Is that the only
touched
thing
your
you've touched
own
before, bro?
boobs, yeah.
Wait. There's a difference between touching boobs and touching your own boobs. You might never have touched your own boobs before.
I don't imagine it would be like a grand experience, but me sitting with with a homie who I simply said yes to get some calamari or some food.
Man. Andy,
They do that all the time, so why not?
Wow.
Andy.
I'm about to burn. Damn. Anyway, I'm usually of the notion that I think this is just me. Andy,
No,
yeah?
it's just you.
Can't touch all my damn. Anyway,
Trauma.
I feel like women derive a lot more pleasure from sex than men.
Okay.
I don't experience that, bro. Straight up. Straight up. I don't experience that.
Oh,
Straight up.
say again?
Yeah, straight up. I feel like women derive more pleasure from sex than men. So I don't want a taste of that, bro.
Okay.
Given the chance, I'm taking
Okay.
it.
No judgment. No judgment. Ash,
Oh, yeah. See,
no
now.
judgment. Ash, if you were a boy, what's the first thing you'd think about? What's the first thing you do? Whatever.
I'd probably ask someone to hit me in the nuts. No, seriously, because you guys really cry about that shit. I'm like, is it that serious?
Oh, yeah, it's bad, bro.
No. Is it? I go through cramps 5 days in a week. I have to bring this back here.
Do you-
5 days. Okay.
Yes, I have,
need
bro.
to understand.
Yeah.
What are you lot doing? Like, are you guys
Like
into what
play
category?
football, rugby, all these things.
Doesn't have to be sexual, bro. Accidents do happen. Yeah.
You're into some kinky shit.
Yeah. Yo, G, what about you?
Do you know what? So when I thought about this, I thought to myself, you know what I would do? I would ask myself a question. Yeah?
Oh,
What is the ideal man? In my opinion. Do you know why?
Why?
Because then when the roles were reversed and I go back to being a man, I would have the inside scoop on what
Really
makes...
thought about this, huh?
Yeah, because I thought about it. I mean...
It was a setup,
it's-
bro. We stood no chance.
It's so obvious. Think about it, right? Think about it. The first thing that you could say, I touch my boobs, I do this. But you derive enjoyment of that because you're a man doing it. Does not necessarily say that a woman's going to derive the same pleasure that you would get. But you're thinking like a man, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then if you program yourself to think like a woman on the one day that you get to be a woman, by the time you reverse back to be a man, you would have.
But
the-
Actually, that's
You
true.
make a very valid point.
No, I beg to differ, though.
And on that, you thought like a woman. So give me reason too. What would you do if you were like on a man tip? Because that's actually an excellent.
if I was like what?
No, how you said it is so well thought out, right?
I thought about
You
it.
thought about it.
Yeah.
So,
Clearly, he did.
cool. Let's not be all Einstein with this.
Right.
Number 2, what would you do?
What I do? I don't play those titties. That's the before side. That's the primal side. But the intellectual side would
No, but
be
I
like,
don't know about yours, G.
What?
Okay, is there a given period of time where
You're only gonna be a woman for one day.
one day? I don't think one day is enough for you to know the kind of man that would be ideal for you, bro.
But one day is enough to get fucked.
Yes,
That's
it is.
true.
But we
Minutes,
also-
bro.
That's
Bullshit.
true.
Minutes, bro.
Oh,
Still.
man.
Imagine you've woken up, hot, banging body. But then are you clothed when you wake up?
Why would I want to know? Don't even answer that question.
I
don't
know
know.
that. Don't ask me how I know.
Wait, like,
Naked, probably you were asleep. Like, I wake up, like, oh shit.
Freaky
Like-
Friday.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Then you're like,
Yeah.
Let me think about what man would be ideal for me. And that's the first thing that comes to your mind when you wake up in the morning and your sex is changed. Bro, come on,
But
man.
I don't think you can
I
know.
thought it through, innit?
You did.
Duh.
Yeah,
but,
but you-
it takes time.
Yeah, it
Like,
takes time.
And I don't think
All
there's an
right,
ideal
I
okay,
man.
appreciate
Okay.
no, I appreciate
Alright.
I appreciate what
but
you
there's,
do.
there's the one thing over years when I've spoken to women, the one thing that has always, and this is just me, right? So it can definitely change. But one thing a lot of women have always said is, if I was a boy, I'd want to know how it feels to have like go and be with like so many different women. I've heard that a lot.
Fam, as if women are not going out there and being with so many
Yeah.
different men. This is 2020, fam.
Okay, what
it's
I
there,
have-
but
Ash is our producer. Come on.
so Ash, look
Wait.
at that setup right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carpet right there.
Let's not act like we don't have conversations in the morning.
No, but I like wait, hold
What's
on.
the backstory?
No, I mean, you can't really say what. It's not like women don't have multiple partners.
They do, of course.
Yeah. So how is that a base?
But anyway, that was random.
No. But okay, let's have this conversation. Is there? Oh my God, it's been a perfect week. We're talking about 2/3 majority in parliament,
Parliament,
right?
yes.
You know what I mean? Like equality in all ways. Is
Fam.
it possible?
Let me just put this. If I was the president, I'd be like, stop this shit. I want to get off. Like, I would
Now.
just be like,
Next stop,
I
yeah.
would just be like, stop at the next stage. Let me off of this shit.
2022.
Dissolve parliament, new elections, everything.
Everything
I'm
fresh.
like, whatever, man.
Yeah.
So about equality and everything, and I love the point that you made. Are we at the point where typically men have been associated with a lot more what do you call it? Promiscuity, right? Are women there, like pound for pound? Wow, not the correct term to use, but you get what I mean.
Women are just smarter about it. A woman will cheat on you and you'll have no idea. Honestly speaking, a woman will be with several men and you'll have no idea because you think, oh, she's so naive. Oh, she really loves me. Oh, I'm really putting it down well in the bed.
No. That is not what. Let me explain to you, right?
Hey.
Because I've said it on the podcast several times, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not none of those things you've just said. You know what it is? It's the man's ego. The man's ego says she'll never cheat on me.
I'm getting to that as well.
Okay, go on.
It's an ego thing as well. So you, as a man, of course, you're going to look at another guy and it's like, no, we'll never be with her, or that can never get my girl. You get what I mean? So women have been doing it for days, as in from time. You guys just don't know about it.
No.
You will never know if I'm with you or if I'm with you and you. You will never know. Even if you're homies, you will never know. Ever.
So, like, does that mean that we'll never know if you've smashed Andy?
Okay, no, not that one. I can tell you. No, I
Now,
haven't.
I saw another very interesting
that.
question.
No
I
one believes by
saw
the
that
way.
coming.
No one believes by the way.
I know.
Just for clarification's sake. Now, I saw another very interesting question. Random survey on Twitter or one of those facts. Well, I don't believe it, but tell me this. Does a woman know that I'll smash this guy within the first couple of minutes or something of meeting?
Yes.
I keep on telling you, Ashley
Yes.
is perfect.
No, honestly.
None of these
And
quite
by the
stupid
time,
answers.
if I ever walk up to a man, I already know I'm going to smash. And I already know he wants to smash. If a guy walks up to me,
I can hear the questions coming your way. I can hear the questions
even
coming
if
your
a
way.
guy looks at me, if I'm at the bar and a guy looks at me, I know. I will know. No, you don't want me. You'll probably
I
want
love
my
Ashley.
friend, you know? And I'll be like, hey, babe, see, look at this guy, you know?
Rupas, one time.
Yeah, I'm just like, go. He's looking at me to get
Actually,
to you.
Something I can say for a fact, she's the best wingman out there, rather.
That I am.
She'll know.
That I am.
If there's a babe you want and you're like, hey, yo, what do you think I should like? Nah. However much you like that babe, trust me. When she says no, it's not
a
going to
no.
happen.
So
It's not going to happen.
It was how many minutes have we been recording, producer?
It was 30 minutes.
It was at the 30th minute where Andy set himself up. We've asked this question, G and I. We've had
See,
late nights.
Ashley knows Andy more than we do.
You know
I
what
really
I'm
do.
saying, G?
Yeah,
Take it away.
actually you do.
Take it away.
Ashley. So the listeners of this podcast, number 74, not me, not Calvin, not our producer, TJ's dad, not Venant, right? The listeners of this podcast want some dirt on Andy. Not dirt, because dirt is relative, and dirt doesn't kill anyone unless it falls on them.
That on what?
Not dirt like dirt, but like,
Ask a
It's-
specific
it's-
question.
hey, we
Yeah,
have
it needs to be
asked you
specific.
severally. You turn your mic off.
Alright, cool.
I give you
forward.
5 questions. I give you 5
questions.
questions. And I'll answer them as truthfully as I can.
Okay, first question. Is Andy as goody two shoes as he claims to be?
No.
Cool. Calvin, do you want a question?
G dropped some heat on our WhatsApp group some time back, and he dropped a certain location in Nairobi called Kabete. Is there anything that you want to tell us about?
Kebete and Andy.
Okay. No, cause there's no correlation.
There really isn't.
There's no
Okay,
correlation.
no.
Okay,
And we stay close to
actually,
Kabete.
honestly, yeah. That specific day, there was nothing happening there.
Okay, cool. In
But there
Kebete.
is a connection in terms of roads, as in he can pass through it if he's trying to get home. You know,
Okay,
he
cool.
can-
Okay, fair enough. Okay,
The
Sour.
homies.
Okay. See, my questions are not going to be direct. I'm going to ask you questions that are just, you don't lead anywhere, but just answer.
2 questions down, 3 more to go.
Are you nervous?
No, I'm not nervous.
Right, one more. Okay.
You, I don't know about you.
So one more question. Have you ever wanted to go to Andy's house and he said to you, nah, don't come over, I've got someone over?
I never go to Andy's house.
Shit, I wasted a question.
You really did. No, honestly, Andy
Fuck,
always comes
wasted
to
a
my
question.
digs unless I really need. I love my space. I rarely go to people's houses unless I'm getting drunk.
Calvin, we have to play some Sheffield United football now. Route
2 more
route
questions,
one.
bro.
Straight
2 more
through,
questions.
straight through the middle. None of this pretty fucking Man City shit. Direct to goal right now. Pause. While you think of your question, I want to tell guys that the mics are open merchandise. It's finally ready. You may have seen on our various Twitter handles, Instagram, whatever. The flasks, the water jars, the water bottles, the mugs as well. They should be available by next week. There'll be a limited range of t-shirts as well that are available as well. And there'll be hoodies coming. There'll be more products coming along the line. And they'll be delivered to you in Nairobi. And we have the capacity to deliver internationally as well. So if you're listening to the podcast in America, it can be delivered to you and you'll have to pay a shipping fee. That's all. Right. That's enough time to think. That's enough time to think. I didn't want to forget that.
Okay, so Ashley, you're a lady. You've got, we've seen on your gram, you've got some really good looking friends and all of that, right? Yeah.
This is, look at his face. Look at his face. Calvin,
bring it,
you're
bro.
on the right track, my G.
Bring it, bro.
You're on the right track. Go on.
And you got to be absolutely honest, and not necessarily your friends as well, but people you all stay around and
Yeah.
relate to and
Because
everything.
you lot went to university together as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Bro,
Is Andy fucking any of your friends?
Acquaintances, yeah.
oh,
Actually, no, used to.
yeah.
All right.
you used to even. It's not
What do you
No,
mean?
present day? No. Present day, no.
Okay, so and obviously since women talk.
Wait.
How many questions down?
Oh, he interjected.
Oh, sorry, bad.
Oh, you were.
Sorry.
Okay.
My bad.
He wasn't done. I'm
Sheffield,
sorry.
He wasn't done.
I'm sorry. Poor
Sheffield
Memphis, Mama.
United, banner. We've
Yeah, sorry.
They didn't see that. So
Straightforward.
so we've ascertained 1 point. So from your friends, acquaintances, and what have you, and we know very well that women talk.
Mm-hmm.
What's his kill rate like? And like, I want to know, like, what kind of guy is he? Like, does he talk to them? Is he one of those like, yo,
Fucking hell, this is like a long question.
I know.
Bro, I'm trying to act sophisticated so we can.
Okay, I
we have
understand
one
what you're
take in
saying.
life.
I understand what you're saying. I can easily get that from Andy if I want to, like to know
No,
that.
but I don't want. I
But
don't want you to answer it from that side of you
From their
relating-
perspective?
From not from Andy.
From
I want
the
their
woman's perspective.
Yeah, who your friends?
As
who,
I said, acquaintance. So we don't exactly
yeah.
get into detail like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're friendly acquaintance, very friendly
I
acquaintance.
know.
Handled it like a boss.
When Andy said that Ash is the best wingman, she just proved it.
She's a boss, bro. She's a
We
boss.
didn't need no light detector test. Huh?
I think we should save the last question. Let's think about
Think
it.
about
Wait,
it.
that was all. That was like 6
No, that was
questions.
4 questions.
That was 4 questions.
That was
That's
4,
4
yeah.
questions.
I see what's going
Right.
on here. I see what's going on.
What else do we have today?
It's cool.
All right. So there's this story I came across this. Very interesting. So Askers have gotten all different rewards and everything at school and all of that. But do you guys remember when you went to school?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys look forward to Sports Day and Parents' Day at school?
Sports Day, no. Parents' Day, yes. Which
Come
is
see, come
weird.
Yeah. So when I go to my daughter's school for Sports Day, well, before COVID and everything, I was watching a clip of this legislator, Babu Namwamba. So he was giving a tour like of his house and everything. And now he had one massive room that the showers were like see-through and everything. And they have to like draw curtains, so beats the point,
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, I saw that and I remembered, this nigga, the kids go to school with my daughter.
Okay.
And the one thing that I really didn't like about the last time we had Sports Day was just how the fuck extra he was. Like when you go for Parents' Day, parents always want to show out. Oh, my
Yeah.
kid, my what?
Right.
Bro, as in the parents' race. How you going to be MP and you still want to win the race? And
What do you mean?
But it's in him. He's competitive by nature.
Why wouldn't
in
you want
nature.
to?
Bro, if you're
By
slow,
nature,
you're slow.
yeah.
Allow the
I
first
didn't
man to
race.
win, bro.
I didn't race.
Then why complain?
Like he's coming to school. Everybody knows this nigga.
He ran for
He's
MP.
fucking-
Yeah.
he's ran
Got the
MP,
seat.
he's
Now he wants
been
to run in
everywhere.
another race.
But now we're racing as parents.
And-
why do you sincerely want to win this?
Listen,
Because it's
I
a
will.
race.
I will
So we
whoop
all
The point
your
of a race,
ass.
bro.
Yeah.
You ran to win.
Bro, let me tell you something, fam.
Why you gonna make us parents look bad
Shout,
though?
You
shout,
didn't even participate.
shout going out to the late Richard Antwi in the immortal words of Richie Antwi. And it's a verse that even Rich, for those of you who don't know, Richie Antwi was a very famous music lawyer in the UK and an amazing human being. Richie said, who wakes up and really wants to come second?
Which I totally agree with.
Exactly. So why would this
Why you vexed, bro?
teacher, why would this, MP, go to the parents' race and what, lose?
And not want to win.
Let me tell
He's
you
used to
something.
winning, bro.
What do you mean he's used?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you
It's a natural
something.
Why are you
Yes.
stepping on
No,
me?
move your leg.
Fam, let me tell you
The
something.
needles, bro.
Let me tell you something, right? And I'll be honest with you, fam. Like, I don't know about anybody else. Maybe it's an Achilles heel for me. But anything that I'm involved in, I want to win. Like, if I'm gonna make a clock, I want it to be the best clock. If I'm gonna do a podcast, it's the best podcast.
Which
Do you
I
say?
totally get all of that.
The only
But
thing
what
I'm struggling
saying this.
is with anyway.
What I'm saying is this. Fam,
But that's another story. Go on.
you know,
That made you laugh, innit? You lost all train of thought.
Lost his train of thought. But
I
what's,
said I'm struggling with work.
the devil is a
There you
lie.
go. Go on.
But I'm there for you, G.
Yeah, I know you're there for me.
Oh.
But yeah.
So anyway, what I'm trying to say is this. fam, you're everywhere. You're on TV. What's happening with my voice?
Yeah.
You're on TV. You're
Yeah.
everywhere.
Your
You're
voice is
everywhere.
stunning. Yeah.
You know, as in, come. You know, whenever you show up,
Come
these
and
kids-
win.
No, just chill
Fam.
the fuck out.
I don't.
No,
I,
let
listen,
other parents
listen,
win.
listen,
Wait, go on.
Let other
listen,
parents win.
listen. I don't care from the president. I don't care from the MP, the vice president, MC. I don't care. I will come and whoop all the parents.
let me tell you a
asses.
story.
Then again, let's talk to our producer.
Let me
You
tell
know
you
what
a-
I'm saying. These people don't relate, right?
You, when you go to school, do you because
Sports
I'm
day?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Why are you going to participate not to
Let
win?
me tell
Who
you.
said I'm not bringing everything?
Let me
to
tell
my
you
daughter?
something. Let me tell you something.
You're not
You
even.
guys out there
Bro,
joking that I'm
You're
not.
not even participating in the damn race, bro.
Let me no.
I was
Listen,
wearing loafers, fam. It was in
Sports
between
day.
meetings.
On
Guys.
sports day.
guys,
Loafers.
guys.
Umetuangusha,
Two
damn.
things. Two things I want to say right now. First of all, you mentioned the Babu, that guy,
Babu,
whatever.
yeah, a babu.
Ababu him,
Namwamba.
yeah.
Namwamba, yeah.
Right. First of all, right, you said he's a prominent guy, so he shouldn't mind just kicking back and allowing someone else to win. Are you saying that yourself, as a prominent media person, podcaster in this country, when you go to your daughter's sports day, do you hold it back or do you give it all in? That's the first thing. Think about that.
Oof.
Go on. Do you want to answer it now? Go ahead.
No, for me, when I go there, I actually take it as an opportunity to socialize with my daughter's friends who she says, you know, they keep mentioning them, oh,
Right.
who and who and who. So
Right.
it's just that. And then
Right.
grabbing my beard.
Cool. let Uncle G tell you a story now. Now, I've told you this story before on the radio. I've never told you the story on the podcast. I don't think, right? When I was going to primary school in the UK,
Yeah.
right? There's a time when a parent, my sister was always fighting at school. So was I. But she really beat up this little white kid. Her name was Casey, right?
It's no funny, but like loud.
Yeah. She beat her up, without a doubt. And remember, we're talking about primary school for me, so we're talking about what? 80s, isn't it? Yeah. So, the landscape of the UK was very different than it is now. So, all of these white parents, you know, I went to a church school on the estate, all of these white parents come down after school because they're all white housewives, you know, just whatever. So, this parent comes and she's like, Casey tells her mom, oh, Sylvia, that's my sister's name, slapped her. What does this parent do? The parent waits until me and my sister come out of
Class.
the school. She wags her finger in my sister's face and she proceeds to slap my sister. Right.
Oh.
Yeah? Cool. Yeah, that's what she did, right? So, like I said, we lived on the estate. What do? I run home because home is like at the top of the estate. So to give you a comparison, if you're in town, let's say you're in town by Kencom, I'm running to
Parliament.
less than Parliament, probably half the
KICC
distance.
or some shit.
Yeah, it's very near. It's a small estate to go and call my grandmother. Tell her that, you know. So I call my grandmother. My grandmother throws on her slippers, her shoes, and walks down to the school. Now, in the mind of all these other parents, and maybe even my teachers, whatever, when they hear the word grandma,
Oh, then you.
they envisage some old lady with a walking stick. I'm from Jamaica. My grandmother had her first child when she was like 16 or something like that. You know what I'm trying to say? All right. My grandmother comes down to the school. Of course, now Casey's mum is there with the other white mums. I'm not having any of these people come over here, racism right there, and slap my kids. Are you mad? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So me, I said to my grandma, it was her.
That's not Kevin.
Right? It was her. Right. Yo, my grandmother, rest her soul in heaven, gave that woman such a fucking beatdown.
What?
Teachers had to come out of the school. And we're like, oh, Mrs. Gordon. Her name was Mrs. Gordon. My grandmother was like, get the fuck off of me. Because when she was slapping my deadlift, now in Jamaica, you know, I'm an orphan, so my grandmother raised me, right? So deadlift in Jamaica is the orphans. Deadlift. When she was slapping my deadlift, where were you guys? You get me?
Yeah.
Beat this woman down. Beat her down. Bruh. You know when I went to school next day?
Yeah.
I felt like a fucking king.
No one can touch
I
you.
walked into that classroom. Looked at Casey like, you little bitch.
Your mom can't even fight.
Like, as in, your mom stopped my blood clot, sister. Are you mad? Fam, that's the equivalent of you winning the fucking race at sports day. Your child goes to school the next fucking day feeling like a king.
Yeah.
See, which I mean, you make a very valid point, right? Which I totally understand, but I've represented in another sector, fam.
Which is?
Get?
Yeah, which is?
No, let me tell you. My daughter, she says, okay, it's my birthday and everything.
Fam,
Bro, I've not told you guys that story.
when you go to the school, you bring cakes and shit. You're feeding her friends and her enemies. You're feeding her friends and her enemies. The ops. But when you win that fucking egg and spoon race, that sack race, and you win that shit, my dad did that shit. Respect that shit.
you know, kids like to brag about it.
Yeah.
They bully each other, no.
So your daughter went.
It was in loafers. My dad was in loafers.
For cake.
When they were running a race, my dad was gone.
Socializing, as you put it.
Socializing. You could have made me the queen, but now my dream was die.
These are those things. So it's like right now I'm watching something on Netflix. There's a whole thing called the playbook. So they're interviewing like different coaches and all. And Mourinho is on that. They asked him who inspired him. He said,
Me. I agree. When people ask me that question, I say the same thing. I'm inspired by myself.
I mean, they wake up and all. But it's so interesting watching it. It's so interesting watching it and looking at the banter on Twitter. Because before I actually didn't know about it until I saw the banter on Twitter. Guys were like, "Yo, he's such an arrogant son of a bitch." You get? Then I watched it and I was like, "Fam, you know, I actually give more credit to him now, having watched it." Because this man went from making Porto win the UEFA Champions League, transitioning to England winning, going to Italy winning, going to Real Madrid. You can't fuck with that.
His legacy.
Yeah.
But here's the thing now, bro. What is your legacy in the egg and spoon race at your daughter's school? What is your legacy in the sack race? You know what you need to do? Next time you go to your daughter's school, don't care who it is. One of those parents.
That's how you redeem yourself. That's the only way.
Don't wear loafers, bro.
It's crazy. Yeah, no, don't wear loafers.
Fuck up one of those parents.
I was actually late for sports day.
Why?
You're not making this any better.
Radio show? That's what?
What time does sports day start?
It started at like 9 something.
Nah.
8 actually. 8:30.
Fam,
Hey, damn.
Calvin,
Early risers.
if you said, "Gee, I'm leaving the show early to go to my kid's sports day," do you think I would say no?
I put my drone down whenever I go to any of my kids' sports days.
Exactly. Drop everything for your kid, bro.
Wait.
By the way, you drone operaters need to
Forget.
chill the fuck
Pause.
up. Stop, yo.
Rewind.
Why you
No,
attacking
rewind.
guys?
Stop.
This is
Stop.
actually painful.
Stop. Shout out now to our producer,
Mad.
Baba TJ. What do you mean, any of your kids? Kwani, how many you have?
He said
Just
any
one.
of my kids'
You said
events.
any of your
Don't be out here
kids.
trying to pull no
Isn't that what he
plural.
just said?
Yeah.
Any of my kids' events.
Any of your kids.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
So anyway,
Okay,
you know what?
just
That
make it.
that same day.
Where?
That same day, at that particular sports day, there was this parent who decided to bring a drone to school to record the kid running.
It's the flex.
What are you doing?
And if I
What
had
the
a drone,
fuck are you doing?
bruh, if I had a
Why
chopper,
you
I'd
making
land
us-
in a chopper on sports day,
that's
bro.
Same.
Pow.
That's
Do
like,
that.
That's like you having a big dick
Bro.
and walking around naked to show it. Fam,
Well.
you know you got it.
If you cooled, you would, honestly
Bro.
speaking.
No, you
No.
gotta know, bro.
Bro, listen, let
You
me tell
gotta
you.
know.
There's a couple things that I've always said, right? First of all, right, your Prezzo flew into Chagua Latinis.
Yeah, Prezzo. Yeah.
Wasn't that like 20 years ago?
Yeah, 2003.
And what, how did he land?
thereabout.
Was it 2004?
Or?
Yeah, 2004.
So that's 16 years ago.
yeah.
Venom even remembers the day. 2004. 16 years later. Y'all remember that, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the point I'm trying to make is when Andy says he'd land in a chopper at his kid's school, it's about making the kid feel good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fam,
bro.
you have it flex. Okay, why do you work so hard? Why do you work so hard, bro?
Well,
For your kid.
yeah, you get, but I'm not trying to pull those kind of stunts.
Why?
That's the concern.
Wow. You guys actually look at this from a very different case.
Outside looking in.
You people don't have kids in school. Let me tell you this. One of the most craziest things, especially in this social media age, and you can probably support me on this, is one, I know kids bully each other a lot.
Okay.
And if I'm being a bit too, what do you call it?
Show
if
off.
I'm being a bit too show off and something happened.
Bro.
You remember that famous
Bro.
DJ with the sex tape?
Bro.
Imagine the kids bullying my daughter.
Bro.
Some of the things,
Bro.
allow me to finish.
All right, finish.
You get some of the things that we actually do and at times chill out on is because some parent will be like, what will your kid name be? Junior. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't this that guy who's dad to who?
Talking to the mic, bro.
Class. You get who's dad to who in your class. And these kids don't know whether they're bullying, but it starts to be
Fam.
conversation and all.
I get you.
Yeah.
And I know I agree with you as well. And that's very well thinking. I agree with you 110%.
But?
However, I'm not going to allow you to sit here and talk yourself out of greatness. that sack race, that fucking egg and spoon race, that parents race, bro. Don't come back and tell us you don't win that shit. I can get it. I can get it
to open the
I can get
schools.
it. Don't the helicopter, overkill, the drone, whatever, nice. But that's sack race, bro.
You
gotta
have
win it, bro.
to.
You
You
gotta win it,
have
bro.
to.
I
think you
I'll
gotta
just-
win it, bro.
We'll probably just write the school a check, one of those.
Now see your
Now
flex.
you're
Now see
flexing,
your
yeah.
flex.
Now you're
No,
flexing.
No, your flex will never be felt by your kids, bro.
No.
It's only the teachers and the administration.
You've never seen those ones donated desks and they say Calvin. No, actually, we'll do them better.
Oh my God,
Calvin,
Calvin.
from the mics are open.
Oh.
Do you
Gosh.
think I've ever been in school and I'm thinking, damn, your parents are the ones who paid for these desks, these chairs? No,
it's written on that
no.
shit.
I'm probably
It
gonna
doesn't
write
matter.
over it.
Exactly.
Honestly, I'm gonna scratch
They're gonna
over
stick
it.
gum
Yeah.
under them, bro. That's some nonsense.
G looks so disappointed.
He is.
so
He
disappointed.
is.
No,
so
he's the
disappointed,
kind
bruh.
of person who, when say, okay, knock on wood, your daughter gets into trouble, she's summoned by the principal or whatever, and then you're brought in, and then you pull that flex. You're like, Checky, I donated, bro. I don't need my kid being suspended. I don't
You've
need them
watched
being
too
out of class.
many American high school movies.
No, but why else would you be flexing at that level?
Do you know what? Let me tell you something. My brother, right? My brother, like when we have conversations and we speak about the future, he talks about things like, you know what? I want you to go back to your high school and build a computer block. Or I want to go back to my school and I'm going to build this or I'm going to build that. He speaks about it a lot. This nigga has started crawling again.
Okay.
Shout going out to, if it gets dark, which it just has done on the podcast, he's just closed the curtain. When Austin starts,
glowing?
you know, when Austin starts crawling,
Things are thick.
it's like,
sauce is
I
kicking
just
in.
know that something is wrong.
No, but I see what he's doing. The sunset is about to hit proper.
You know,
Yeah.
we're about to finish the podcast anyway.
Yeah.
So like I'm trying to say, like my brother talks about going back to our high schools and building monuments for the next generation. I get that, and I might not agree with it because I'd rather have the money myself. but I get why he would say that. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when you're going to school, and when I used to go to school, and like I said, I hated sports day because I wasn't the greatest athlete. Like, you know, end of the day, I wasn't the greatest athlete.
Oh, yeah, you cheated.
You
yeah,
know,
sorry.
I played football, but when I played football, I played cricket, and those I was good at. But the fucking running around tracks, fuck that shit. You know what I'm trying to say? But why did I like Parents' Day? I like Parents' Day because I know that when my grandmother came to school, the teachers could say nothing about me academically. They'd be like, he's disruptive, he's late,
Annoys me.
he's this, he's that, but reluctantly he got an A. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So the point I'm trying to make is this: it's like kids live what they learn, and you know, it's like my brother always says he has to be very careful of the example he sets for his kids. Bro, the example is not so much along the lines of my dad worked hard every day and went to work. But my dad did cool shit.
Yeah.
He rode a skateboard. He did this. He did that. Life shit that people don't usually think about.
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So as much as, as much as you're bringing your child up to do this and to do that and to achieve and stuff, give them some life shit that's not just the norm. Because half of the guys who grew up with parents whom were super achievers financially and industry-wise have nothing else to say about their fathers than that. TJ will grow up and he'll say, yo, my dad used to have this drone thing. He used to fly up into the air and take pictures. He used to beat me on FIFA. That's what gives kids balance.
Yeah.
Not checks to the school.
True.
Desks.
Shit, that's the one
That is
question.
so
We have one question though before we wrap the podcast.
But
There's one.
hold up before you say that. But if you actually want to write a check to a school, don't feel bad about it, by the way.
No, write it.
Please.
You can
right,
educate someone.
It's
Yeah.
just that's G's perception.
Yeah,
of
write
how
it.
he'd do it.
Write it, but also create those
Balance.
Moments.
those moments
Yeah, of course.
when your kid can be proud of you in different areas. Right. We're about to wrap. We haven't spoken about anything we wanted to talk about today, but that's cool. We have one question left. Remember we asked 4 questions of Andy and I said to you we're going to come back with the final question?
We can combine the last one.
No, there's one question. Just one. It's just
Okay.
one question.
I'm
First
even
of all,
giving you a
before we
hack.
finish, Venom, can you pass us all that merchandise stuff? This is for the benefit of the guys who are
Watching the
who
video.
are watching the YouTube channel.
Go subscribe to G's channel, G Money.
It's gonna be changed to the. I've been told to change it to the Mike's
Yeah.
Open channel, but it's G Money channel at the moment.
Yeah.
So Ashley, you're beautiful. Can you hold this cup?
As I break the mic.
Yeah, it's fine. You need to hold that.
Both of
Calvin, sorry, hitting the mic. Calvin, you can hold that one. Since you guys are modeling now, if you can see, hold it up.
Hey, let him hold it. He's the one who's not wearing anything by the mics are open.
Valid. I'm with you on that.
Ashley,
hold two.
Can you hold it up to that camera over there? And for
it
those of
out.
you who are listening, you might want to go see the camera. Is it looking beautiful? As beautiful as Ashley and the mic as well.
Compliment.
Don't put your lips on it like that. Well, actually, you can see the cups as well. Andy, can you see Andy's one as well? Andy's good. You know what I mean? What about the t-shirts, bruv? Hold
We're
the
great
t-shirts
at this.
down, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Minions.
Yo.
So if you pull it down over your belly.
It's a
So
good thing
if
I
you're
don't have a
watching
t-shirt.
this, and if you're not watching this, just go to our Instagram pages of the Mike's
all
Open
there.
podcast
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
They're all there. These will be available by next week. We'll give you the website where you can order.
Yeah.
We want you to support us because if you all support us, we can quit our jobs. And
Am I involved?
yeah. See you here. No, but here's the reality. We're not telling you to support us because we're gonna quit our jobs because we're not gonna quit our jobs. No, but that's what I'm trying to say. You are going. Where's my camera? This one? Yes. You are going to support us. And you know what? Let me tell you why you're gonna support us. Look at this guy over here, Calvin. I want you to tell these guys how much fucking nowadays school fees are, bro. Tell them.
You know, this is
Look at the camera. Look at the camera.
this is a plea. We just had the government say that kids need to go back to school in October. I don't know where the money's coming from.
Right. Let me go back to my camera. Let me tell you something. If you want Calvin's daughter,
People out.
wait. If you want Calvin's daughter
Man,
to get the
whip your
best
daughter out,
education,
bro.
if you want Calvin's daughter to go to the best school, if you want Calvin to win the sack race at the Parents' Day, the only way he can win the sack race is if he's wearing a Mike's Are Open t-shirt. Listen, man, this has been the Mike's Are Open. I'm G Money.
I'm Ashley.
And the young.
Big C.
We can't even sign out yet, bro. Ashley, thank you very much.
Thank you. It
Thank
was
you.
fun.
You've enjoyed yourself?
Yes. Can I be back next week?
Now, depending on the customer rating, the customer approval rating, you can write on the SoundCloud and on the Castbox. If you think that Ashley needs to come back next week, you let us know.
You will.
We have one question left before we go. I almost forgot the question. One question. Ashley, do you know who Andy's fucking?
You've wasted that. Yes.
That's what we need. The mics are open. I'm G Money.
I'm Ashley.
And the young.
I'm so happy you answered that. Oh, thank God.
Out of time.
Big C.
But You know, you never know. I might be over here saying yes, and I'm just like, he's fucking.
No, but
he's a
but you know.
I do know.
The mics is still.
What?
Oh my God, shika zote.
The mics are blood clot open. Check.
Select accent for the podcast.
Calvin always late.